Welcome to Tina Talk Show on Cut. This is Single Mothers Lives. We are on Tina Talk Show. We are about to talk about a topic that is very, very important. With me here today, for those of you who see my face for this first time, you are listening to Adanwa Chuko, and here with me is Mr. Bambo Ilori. Thank you so much, Mr. Bambo, for coming to discuss such important topic.
It's such an honor
Yes.
to be invited here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you inviting me.
It's our pleasure. Mr. Bambo is someone that is very passionate about this topic, that these epidemic issues. He has founded a youth project called Revolve in London as a part, trying to be a part of the solution. And this is why he's here today to share with us his passion, the reason why he wants to really dive into this deep water to see how much people he can save.
I love that. The question that you asked first is the most important.
Yes.
Why I say it's the most important, because when you say beneath the carpet, we're talking about the genesis,
yes,
the foundation. The topic that we have at hand is a very important and serious one. I believe that we have failed the youth. The parents have failed their children.
We have failed the youth.
Yes. There are a lot of things that these youths are passing through, and they don't know how to express themselves. So I believe these youths are not just killing themselves. They are foundational, like you said, they are foundational issues. And it's not just one. But I want to say generally that the community have failed the youths. The parents have failed the youths. They are living in a failed generation. Some have problems, they have issues, they cannot even talk to the parents. Some parents are not even there. So sometimes it's not just the physical presence that this you need. The negligence that we're talking about goes beyond being present in the house.
Yes.
There is emotional negligence.
Emotional negligence.
The parents are not there. But I'm very happy when you said we should look under the carpet,
yes,
to see the foundation.
Where the problem lies.
Yes.
Because we can't really tell them to drop. We can't really say, listen, drop the gun. We need to check out what is the reason why this child actually picked up this gun. If this child rely on knife for protection, now why is he relying on the knife? Is it because somebody that was supposed to protect is not protecting?
I love what you said when you mention the issue of carrying a knife or a gun for protection. Truly, some of them are carrying these weapons to protect themselves.
Yes.
But the problem is that when you carry a weapon to protect yourself, you have a short fuse to withstand frustration or the challenges that come.
Yeah.
When you know that you have a knife or a gun, somebody wants to bully you. So you have a short fuse
the tendency.
Exactly.
The tendency to use it.
Yes, a very strong tendency.
Yes, to use
something that could have been resolved amicably.
Yes.
I mean, the next thing you want to do is to take out the knife and
the next available person gets it.
Yes.
Yes, Mr. Bambo, that is very important. That we've looked at this before the gun, before the knife. What went wrong?
Well, there's now a big gap between the parents and the children. Like we have said, the parents are not always there for their children. They are always at work. I believe the immigrants work more than the indigents in this kind of country. They are always working. Some have 2-3 jobs. There are some children that never get to see their parents for days.
Wow.
So when they get to the age of the teenage age, that's the time that you need to, they're looking for friends, somebody to
Yes.
pour their hearts into. They have started developing problems and they're looking for solution. They're looking for people to listen to them. And then when the parents are not there for them, there are people outside who are there for them.
Wow.
The drug peddlers, the drug barons, they are there to listen to them, and they show them a kind of fake love. A lot of these kids, they have a very false idea of fame, and it's something that I believe is a kind of complex. When you think you have to be bad or violent before you can be respected and recognized. So the failure of the parents is something that has to be examined. Every parent they have to take this as a responsibility. Raising children is another job on its own.
Yes,
and
it's
everybody
work.
has to, every parent listening to us have to understand that we need money to look after them, but at the same time, we should accept that our first job is to look after these children, to make sure
Because they are the next generation.
yes, to make sure they don't go the wrong way. So even though it's a parenting issue foundationally, but this epidemic is a collective responsibility for everyone in the
I believe so. I believe so.
everyone. I don't have a child that is old as that, but we need to
We have
start.
to start from foundation.
fighting
Yeah,
it.
now, yeah.
There are people that have been killed mistakenly.
Yeah, mistaken identity.
Yes, and it's not only youth; they are adults. There are people as old as 40 or more that have been killed. There are females that have been killed. So it's a collective responsibility, even though it's more common among the black community, but even whites and other,
European countries.
yes, they have been killed. Yes.
I like when you said it's a collective
Yeah,
work. It's a
yes.
collective, together. It's a collective thing that we need to work together. Now, one of the things that I'm also thinking in this line, because if it's collective, the society to the government, the rules, the laws that has been opposed, do we think it also plays part of this? For example, if the law says that parents cannot discipline the child, so now we are going down to the foundation, like you said. If you want to cut down a bad tree and you're cutting it from the stems, it's still going to come back again.
Definitely.
So it's looking at the genesis, the root. The root is when the child, as far as when the child was born, the upbringing of this child. What is it? Even sometimes parents want to discipline, but the laws of this country is not allowing. Parents' hands are literally tied. So now, do we think that can contribute?
Yes, because I was listening to a funny clip on YouTube, and somebody from Africa was saying that if you come to Europe, even a 3-year-old child who doesn't know how to use a phone knows how to dial
999.
So
that's the first thing they
they
teach
should
them in
allow
Austria.
parents to. There should be a change of law.
Okay.
Because the children, they know, and that's where the problem comes from. They know that once the police know they have a complaint against their parents, they take them away, and they become more freer.
Yeah.
And this is the age that they need to be guided in life. Okay. Children don't just need gifts; they need mentors. They need people to guide them.
Yes.
So when they take them away from their parents, they spoil them with many things, but then they don't have anybody to guide them, to mentor them. We all need mentors. We know that you and I are here now because of our parents' advice. That's
Yes.
why we didn't go the wrong way.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, we won't be here if our parents didn't bring us up very well. If they didn't have the chance to visit us. In my own house when we were growing up, you don't enter my father's house after 8 p.m.
You see.
So
and that gave you that structure while you're growing up. That mold you.
Yes.
You know. Yes, I can still understand where the governments are coming from because of some brutality that some parents will really go like overboard in trying. But we also, it has to be balanced. You understand? There has to be this flexibility.
Yes.
Because of that, a lot of parents find it difficult to even discipline their children because they are scared to discipline the children, and now
spare the rod
and spoil the child. And I think this is what is happening. Do you understand? So even though the government, but I would also say, even though the government made these laws, there is still, as parents, you wouldn't, even if you want to discipline your child, you will not beat your child to kill your child, but still discipline to some level. You know, we should not stop disciplining our children. Like, for example, you don't really have to hit a child with your belt or shoe to correct them. You can take
give them injury.
You have to give them injury to correct them. Do you understand? You can maybe take their toys away from them, or you can deprive them from playing when they're supposed to play.
Exactly.
All those basic things.
Yes.
To get them to think, to sit up.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Exactly.
Should not be taken away from parents.
Yes. Another thing I want to talk about, because now we're talking about collective responsibility.
Yes.
This is not my view, but some people believe
Yes.
that the law against crime, or the penalty against crime or knife killing in UK is too soft. It's not like in US. So although capital punishment have its own side effect as well, because there have been situations whereby they have caught the wrong person and killed the wrong person. But I think they need to raise up. We're living in an era of political correctness. You can see, because some people are complaining about stop and search. And I think, sometimes the police, they're afraid to
stop and search.
And search.
For harassment or saying that.
Exactly.
Yes.
But at the same time, I think they need to increase the penalty a little bit. Even when you carry a knife, not even when they see you stabbing, but when you carry a knife on the road, they shouldn't just release them. I don't know whether the penalty, but they have to increase the penalty for even carrying a knife, not to talk of putting it inside somebody's power. The government will have to rise up. I know UK is a civilized country, but at the same time, we need to increase the penalty. Those, for example, there are people who have killed other people, and 3-4 years they are out of prison because of their age.
Because of their age.
I understand that they don't want them to stay too long in the prison in order maybe for them not to become worse. But at the same time, we have to be very careful the way we handle these penalties.
And again, if we go down to the road, what are your children doing? What are they doing? What do they bring home? Okay, now.
Do you know what they are doing? Do you know their friends? Do you know where they are going?
Exactly. And for example, if a child that said, you know what, I need this drug because my parents can afford me £150 shoes, so I need to make the money somehow, and your child who is not working comes home with an expensive shoes and say, my friend bought it for me, are you as parent going to allow that? I wouldn't.
A good parent shouldn't.
I wouldn't allow my child to be gifted a present. Tell me, oh, this person bought me, because that's how they hide it that way.
I think anything more than £100 should be suspicious, except a birthday gift, maybe 60, 70.
Even if the £100, even if it's £100, that £100, who is this person that is giving you this present?
The parents have to find out.
You need to find out.
You need to know the friends of your friends,
and the parents
the friends of your children, and the parents of their friends.
Yes. And let us again not be deceived. Sometimes when they even start working, when your teenager is working, you should know how much estimate is earning.
That's true.
By the time you start to buy traders of 120, Maybe a child that earn part-time job, maybe like £500, for example.
In a month.
In a month, yeah, is a student earning part-time, maybe does 1 day a week or 2 days a week.
Or maximum maybe 3 days.
Yeah, and then let's say his salary is £500, yeah, and then in that same month, that is okay. I want to, let me go on the website, let me buy some shoes for myself, £120, and then he bought trainers the next day for like maybe £160, for example, and then this is money he's going to spend for the whole month too, and he's now spending it on these things. Now, as a parent, when you see him spending this money and he's not complaining of broke. It's not complaining that he hasn't got money.
You have to be so.
Which means more money is coming from somewhere else. So you need to know. So if my child is not complaining, if I know that he has spent certain amount of money, because I'm always on their back because they work. My kids, they work part-time. You understand? And then they spend. I keep saying, don't spend. You don't need that. You can manage the other one. The other one is still new. You just bought it last month. It's still new. And I must make sure I monitor. Because that is how I know if extra money is coming from somewhere else. And if they don't complain, if I hear them say, oh, I don't have mom, please can I have like £5? I've bought this, I've bought that, then I know, they've been spending their genuine money. But when the child is spending and is not complaining,
they're buying stuff and
they never broke.
There's some money coming from another source.
Yes. Do you know they have territorial, they have territories, these teenagers.
Yes.
They have territories.
Yes.
Me and you don't know which, we just walk out and go to. They have territories. They know.
The one that happened in November November 5, they say is between the Lower Tosi gang and the Greenwich gang.
Can you imagine?
So they have
so the Lower Tosi cannot, the people cannot go there. They ask, what postcode are you? What postcode? You're not supposed to be in this area.
Yes.
Our parents don't know all these things. Do you understand? So when I talk it with my kids sometimes, I say, what is it that goes on in the society, in youths that we don't know? Can you let us in? You know? So that's when I start to hear that they have territories, they have this, and that there's a certain way you dress, they will know you are one. I said, really? So what they do, they make sure they don't dress in a way or act in a way that will get them to attract. So that there is a Jew, they know if you are not in a gang, they know.
Of course.
They know that this one is a Jew, this one a fish. Leave them. They don't know what's up. There's a way you will behave and you dress, and this one. So then now they want power tussle now. Say, why? You wear supposed code. I said, please, if that is the case, walk like if you have to walk like Mumu, let them think you are there.
Exactly.
Walk like that.
So when the foundation is just the issue, when everything is the way you handle them, you spend more time with them, you discipline them, you show them love at the same time.
Sure, yeah, of course.
So they don't see you as enemies.
Yes, and how do you get children to interact with you? It is actually like, you show them that you care, ask them questions, let them share how was your day, what happened. Do you understand? If some children actually try to carry this gun and knife because to protect themselves against bullying.
That's true.
Because people are bullying them.
That's true.
Because the parents don't even know how to encourage them, you're not telling your child, because your child can't say it to you because you're not going to listen.
Most parents don't even know what is happening.
So how can we get parents to know what is happening? What are the suggestions? How can you get your child to sit and talk to you?
Well, the awareness has started now. So everyone, if you're working and your work is taking too much time, you need to reduce your workload, you need to reduce the hours and spend more time with these children.
That's one of the solutions.
Yeah.
Yes.
We tend to spend a lot of time with them before teenage age. Take them to the club and activities. But when we believe that they are old enough to go themselves or manage themselves, we begin to distance ourselves with them.
Yeah.
But that's the time that parents need to spend more time with them. So every parent has to begin to change from now, to spend more time, to ask them questions, to be their friends. don't create an atmosphere whereby they will be afraid to open their hearts and tell you what is happening in their life.
And some people have said that, most of these teenagers that carry gun and knives are from, poor families or single parenthood. What do you say about that?
When they say poor family, I agree. The majority of them are from parents of low income.
Low income.
But of single parents, a lot of people have accused the single parents. Some single parents have
good kids. Trust me. I know a lot.
Some are very good kids.
Yes.
So the fact that you are a single parent doesn't mean that you can't raise up children. And they're the one that happened in November 5. Well, we don't know the connection between these boys and those that killed them. The parents, the father and mom are together, and they are respected people in the society.
Mom and dad.
Yes, may so rest in peace.
Amen.
So I don't agree that single parenthood is a cause. Maybe some people can. Maybe some women are weak, but not all the women. There are some single parents that are very, very good. In fact, there are some people that don't even have parents.
Exactly. What about that? No mother, no father, orphans. They still turn out good.
Dele Ali, the father and mom, I don't think they were there for him. The footballer in Tottenham. And he was able to channel himself.
Yes. Do we think, what about social media?
That plays a lot of, social media plays a lot of role
in terms of music.
Bad exposure. Because we also understand that there's something connecting, there's a kind of music connecting knife crime. It's called drill music. Drill music. It originates from America. Gangs and gangsters, they have some music peculiar to them. So the social media exposure, it gives them exposure to a lot of things. They know what is happening. When you go to America, you go to different countries, you see youth having different gangs and music, singing. In those days, there was Tupac and who they call Notorious B.I.G.
B.I.G. Yeah. Those kind of music that they do play, cursing each other.
You understand.
And we see how they all ended anyway.
Yes.
They ended up in a bad way.
Yes. The advice I want to give to, because I believe a lot of people will still listen to this maybe later. I hope it's being recorded.
Yes, it's recorded.
Good. Yeah. They see the other gang as enemies. But I want to tell you the truth that your enemy is not the other gang, because eventually they end up the same place. There's a common enemy, which is the devil. That's the common enemy deceiving people. Because when this gang is fighting this gang, they feel they are rivals, they are enemies, but the common enemy is not the other gang. The common enemy is the devil. Eventually when they die, my own belief is that anyone that kills, if you take a life, a sacred life is sacred, you can't enter the kingdom of God.
A friend of mine that recently had a near-death experience,
Okay.
I actually have it on my Facebook. I interviewed her,
Yes.
exclusively on my channel. She gave an account of afterlife because she was there. She had a great experience, and she mentioned about people who killed people. Yeah, like the murderers, people who kill someone, somebody who kills someone, has a where they stay. They keep them, like they just keep them one place. You understand?
They're secluded.
They secluded, so
Yes.
their own matter is harsh.
I believe because human life is sacred.
And also people that commit suicide.
that take their own life.
Their own life is also another issue. She said, if you see the condition that they were, people that commit suicide.
Yeah, taking somebody's life
is
not so much different
that it was they just like they don't want to process them yet, so they are just there. So people that commit suicide are people that are killing. And if you are watching and you are a youth, please. When you see when I talk about youth and children and everything, I always think about the parents. So some of all these weapons could even be hidden in their bedrooms.
They have some that look like comb, and there's knife inside.
That looks like comb.
Comb, yes.
Like comb.
Yes,
so they'll be combing their hair.
Yes, so they have some sort of kind of weapons that parents might not even notice. And there's something I want to say. Children are not meant to be buried by their parents. It's supposed to be vice versa.
So it's supposed to be the other way around. The other way around. Yeah.
And when a youth or somebody who is young dies, we're not just mourning someone.
Not one person.
We're mourning a generation.
Yes.
I will explain. In the Bible, when Abraham paid tithes, it was said that the Levites, who are not yet born, but in the loins of Abraham, paid tithes when Abraham was doing it. So when a teenage or a young person dies, that's the end of a generation.
Yeah. That generation is cut off.
He has nobody to succeed in.
Cut off.
The generation has been wiped off completely.
Wow.
Just imagine that my great grandfather
was
murdered as a teenager before he gave birth
to the great coming down
children.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't have existed. My father would not have existed. My grandfather would not have existed. So I'm happy that someone like you are supporting this project, and please find a way of sharing this information. We need to increase the campaign, and we're not just talking. There's a project, and we are doing things.
Yes.
We want to mentor youths, and we also want to use very successful people that these youths know, that they watch on TV. We are involving them to come around and talk to them and be mentors, not just to talk, to help us engage in them, help them in different kind of ways. We are using practical mentorship solutions, those who are successful, because not just anybody, but those who this youth know that they see up there.
Like a mentor.
Yes, we want to bring them around to speak to these children.
And also,
to talk to them.
Yeah, and also if you are an influential person in the society, and you live around London anywhere, and you feel like, you know what, this issue of gun and knife crime is really touching you, and you want to be part, please, we're encouraging you to contact us. Okay, he is so passionate about it, and he stepped out, and he's called his youth program Revolve. Do you understand? Revolve is a youth program that is coming up. We are looking for volunteers who are passionate. Let's find a way to eradicate, at least reduce these issues. If possible, eradicate.
It can be eradicated.
You understand? Let us reduce. Let us stop this. Let us look at issues. Let's call these children. Let us call them close to us, and let us hear from them. If you are passionate about this, we encourage you, please contact us. We are looking for volunteers. If you are an influential person, even the best.
Social worker,
in
any way,
youth worker, in any way, please get in touch with us. We want to form a team. Yes.
So you can see some parents are learning, they are ready to learn. Some parents don't know.
They don't know what to do. And again, while we are rounding up, I would also say, parent, why we are looking for volunteers and try to putting up a project in order to bring the teenager closer. Remember, you are their point of contact. We would encourage you also to bring your children. If you've not been doing it, we would encourage you to actually call your teenager, get involved with them in the house.
In actual fact, everyone should be listening to this show every 7 p.m.
on Sundays.
So you have to inform your friends, inform your families.
Yes.
Because I believe all the topics you're dealing with are family
issues. Their family,
and it will go a long way.
Amen. Amen. Please, please, please form a youth conference in your house. Please start forming it. Bring them closer. My elder son said to me, Mom, each time, because I'm always having a meeting with my children. We always have meetings, family meetings.
Oh, that's good.
One day he said to me, he said, Mom, he said, oh, Mom, I think this family is the only family where they do family meeting. I've never heard. I said, you mean none of your friends? He said, none of my friends. They don't do family meetings. It's only in this house that they do family meetings. I said, yes. I said, because I said, thank God you said this family, not those families. So it's this family. I said, because things I want to say, I might not be here all the time to say them. I don't know what will happen to me tomorrow. So listen, let me tell you people this. So I talk to my children all the time. So if you have not formed that habit, please start to have family meetings. Family meetings is very important. No matter how young they are, you start it from the childhood. Engage them right from childhood. Some family meeting.
I've learned something as well.
Yes, family meeting.
I do have a meeting with my wife, but
yes,
with the kids is very important.
You get your wife, everybody sit down, family meeting, start doing it. I am doing it, and it's my kids are accusing that this is the only family that do family meeting, and it's helping. Do you understand? Pray with them, teach them what you know.
Eat with them, go out with them.
You understand? Take them out. You understand? Especially that family meeting. That is when we are having a family meeting. I'm just to ask them. Sometimes I say, okay, is there anything mom is doing that you people think I'm getting on your nerves? Please tell me. Mom is not perfect. Mom cries as well. Mom stress as well. Can you tell me? Oh yeah. One said one time, said, you know like when you come home from the house that you just go straight to looking at whose plate is on the table, whose plate is in the kitchen. I said, okay. He said, I don't really like that. When you are coming home, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's gonna pick on this now. I said, okay, what would you want me to do? If you just come home, just ask us how we're doing first of all, instead of saying whose plate is that, whose dishes are that.
And it's very important because it's good to know
how they
see you,
how they feel about what you're doing. You understand? So I said, okay. All right, that's good. Sometimes they will say something. I'm like, one thing we want to say, but you have to worship. I'm like, they just tell him how they feel. We are doing family meeting now. What I think is right might be affecting them negatively. You don't want to be coming home and your children's mind are going, they are panicking that mom and dad is coming home. You understand? And I said, okay, all right, next time when I come home, I will not attack by saying whose dishes are this. I will calm down. They said to me, at least take off your clothes first, relax, and then you can
with love.
I said, okay.
I can feel them.
And then later I now said, okay, then I will address that. Now, what would you address to help me in that? Okay, when I eat, I'll make sure I wash my plate so you don't have to see it. We address issues, not only with your wife. Not only at work. At work, in order to progress the work, they have team briefing. They have team meetings. Let us apply this in our home. Team meetings, family meetings. Do you understand? In order for an organization to succeed, you need to have meetings. Our children are our first organization. They are work for us. In order for it to succeed, you remember our family back home those days, they want to talk to us, they'll wake us up early in the morning and have meeting. My auntie those days, she wake me up like 4 a.m. That is when she talked things that I'll never forget it tomorrow. And I do that with my kids.
Does it work?
It worked, yeah. Yeah, when my boy was, before he got to college, he was telling me how he was going to have a gap year and all those things. I said, hey, I said, what do I do to get this? Is what I'm going to tell him. I said, I called him. I said, we need to meet somewhere. I went to somewhere. I said, come and meet me. He said, where? I said, Meg. They said, no, why? I said, I need to meet me McDonald's. There's something I want to show you. I want to get for you. He excitedly came. And I sat in McDonald's. Because I wanted to create something that he would be thinking, for mom to come in. I called him. He met me in McDonald's. I said, sit down. And then he said, mom, why you suddenly? I said, yes. I'm calling you because of the importance of what I want to talk about. You're going to having a time out from school and all those things. You want to look for money. You want to find job. I said, you don't, money will come even till the day God call you, look for the money. Everything has its own time.
Yes.
You have every opportunity now. Don't break the chain. I said, I did it. That's why even in all of you, in my head, I was going to school. You think a lot of my mates has finished. They are all making money, but you see how I didn't have the opportunity. I started late. I said, my dear, but that boy, that thing, sometimes we said to mom, I remember when you took me to talk to me McDonald's. So let us, please, meetings. We are rounding up now, and I just want to thank all of you. I'm going to go quickly look at whoever that comments. Mr. Fred, family meeting is paramount. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Fred. He's taking on board on that. Family meeting is paramount. Thank you for this revelation. Thank you so much for hearing it. I think that Mr. Wisdom said, I think that is a big topic. Thank you so much, Mr. Wisdom. He also said, he said, yes, that is very true. That is very true, and I'm having a problem like that. I think the person was responding to what we're talking about. Okay. He's responding, texting from Ghana.
Wow.
He's from Ghana.
From Ghana.
From Ghana.
All the way from Ghana.
From
That's
Ghana.
Good.
So what happened is that everybody, as we are going on, they join in along the way. So later we can see everybody and what they have contributed. 10 people have shared it. Wow. So thank you all of you so much who have shared this message. We would continue, as one of the caller has suggested. This topic is not one day off. We would continue to thank you so much, Mr. Cliff Powell, for joining. We are actually rounding up. You know, if there's something, if you've been following us and you want something you want to add to it, you can leave us quickly in a second a comment. But we would say that this is a topic that we would come back to talk about. The youths, gun, knife, and gun and knife crime, looking beneath the carpet. What is it that we need to, because we need, a lot of things are going wrong, so we need to pull up the carpet and actually dig out the problem. So by the time we now lay the carpet, hopefully it will be smooth. Yes. Thank you all of you for joining. Until next time, this is Tina Talk Show, Single Mothers Live in UK on Tina Talk Show. We want to say thank you all of you who has participated, contributed, who are watching, and those of you who will be watching. We want to say thank you all of you. Please, 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 please. If this message has touched you, this is what I also call ministry. This is the gospel. Yes. If you know the truth, if you hear something, the woman at the well, when she had an encounter, if you have had an encounter this hour, something resonated in you after hearing what we have said, please, we encourage you, just like the woman at the well, where she encountered Jesus. She ran with the good news and she started to share it. This is the same thing. Not until you are ordained a pastor before you can do the work. The work, the Bible says, is so much, and there are few laborers. You are one of the laborers. You are one of the workers. Please, let us collectively join hands to see what we can find, if we can find a solution to this issue, epidemic issue that is going on in our society today. Thank you all of you. Until next time, and bye for now.